Hi, this is Michael Luther, and I would like to introduce to you our project UMAP, a code generation tool from UML to ABAP. Let me explain to you how you can benefit from using a tool like UMAP and how using UMAP actually works. In a medium-scaled to large software development project, we usually have one or more system architects who map out a general system design that is to be implemented by the development crew. The system architects will then explain their design to the development crew and hope it will get implemented as planned. When each developer then goes back to their desk and starts implementing the requirements, they obviously still remember what was told to them. However, they might each have a different interpretation of what the system design is actually meant to be. These different interpretations of the system architecture by the developers will obviously lead to different implementations of it, and therefore to a rather heterogeneous implementation across the system. But it's not all lost, because the unified modeling language allows for a very specific description of what your system architecture is supposed to look like. The great advantage of being this specific in UML is that there's barely any room for misinterpretation or different interpretations, that means, of what the system design is supposed to be. This enables your developers to take the UML diagram, hack it into the system, and everybody will have the same coding derived from the UML diagrams. Now, typing in what is defined by the UML diagrams isn't exactly what your developers like. It is cumbersome work, it is error prone, and it doesn't require much thinking, just typing. Let's suppose, though, that the initial design implementation was a huge success and across the board everybody did the same thing. Now the project really starts to live. And now we're back in real project life. What happens is that your system design will get tested for the very first time against reality. And as a result of this, a lot of times you will find out that your design needs to change. And the question at this point then is, how is that change managed? Most of the times your developers will just implement the changed design on their own and not go through the UML anymore. And that's mainly due to the fact that the UML never gave them a lot of benefit in the first place. It was mainly cumbersome work. So during the course of your project, the positive effects of thinking about how your system is supposed to be designed before actually implementing it might get lost to a degree. And that's because your design and implementation drift apart from one another. And that's where UMAP can help out, because it'll integrate system design in terms of creating a UML diagram into actually implementing the design.